Hello students, myself Krishna Sutrave welcome you all for second term online portion. That is, we are going to start with the sixth lesson, conditional control structure, in which we are going to learn if control structure and switch case control structure. Let's begin with the sixth lesson, that is conditional control structure.
Hello students, today we will learn about conditional control structures. While executing programs, sometimes it becomes essential to change the order of execution of some statements or to repeat a particular set of statements subjected to a given condition. These kinds of conditions require logical decision. Even in our daily life, any decision that we make depends on some condition being met. For example, our plan to go to movie will depend on some conditions. Condition plan of action. Number 1, if tickets are available, see the movie. Number 2, if tickets are not available, have food in a restaurant. Similarly, computer also decides about the actions depending upon whether the condition is true or false. C provides two types of flow of control: branching, looping. Branching statements are also called decision control statements. These statements control the flow of a program. These statements decide that what action is to be taken based on different conditions in the program and execute the set of instructions accordingly. Students, can you quick reply what shortcut key is used to compile a C program? Branching statements are of following categories. Number 1, if control statement. Number 2, switch case statement. Before moving forward, let us first talk about if control structure. The statement containing if is referred as bidirectional branching because it executes the block of statements only if a certain condition is met. The conditional expression in the if statement can be any statement that evaluates to a boolean, true or false. Most often, such conditions are relational statements using the Boolean relational operators like equal to, not equal to, greater than, smaller than, greater than equal to, or smaller than equal to. They allow the program to execute a block of code only if a variable exceeds a certain value. It can be used in many ways in a program. The if statement is further divided into 4 categories, which are described below: if statement, if else, if, nested if. If statement. The if statement is the most simple form of branching statement. This is used to check a specific condition. It performs a course of action if the condition is true, otherwise it ignores the action. It takes an expression in parentheses. If the expression is true, then the statement or the block of statements written in if parts gets executed. If the condition is false, then the execution of statements in the body of if statements are ignored. Note the fact, the output of the C program can also be displayed by pressing the Alt plus F5 key combination. Students, let us understand this through some example. Example 1. Write a program in C to find whether the entered number is positive or not. Enter the value of number. Condition is checked. If the condition stored in variable number is greater than 0, then print the number is positive. Example 2. Write a program to find whether the entered number is divisible by 5 or not. Students, let us take a recall. What do you mean by escape characters? If else. The if else is a logical situation where either of the two actions are to be performed depending upon the certain condition. If the expression evaluates to true, the statements written in the if block will be executed. Otherwise, the statements in the else block will be executed. Syntax. This block of statements gets executed if the condition returns true. This block of statements gets executed if the condition returns false. Okay, students, note that if there are more than one C statements to be executed in the true or false part, then these statements should be enclosed in curly braces. A sequence of statements enclosed within a pair of braces is called a compound statement. Alright, students, let us know more. Never put a semicolon after the condition in if statement because it raises syntax error. Example 3. Program to check whether the given number is even or odd. Example 4. Program to check whether the first number is greater than the second number. Students, let us know more. C has unusual operator which is used for making two-way decisions. This operator is a combination of question mark, colon and three operands. This operator is popularly known as conditional operator. If, else, if ladder. The if-else-if statement is an extension of the if-else conditional branching statement. When the expression in the if condition is false, another if-else construct is used to execute a set of statements based on an expression. Syntax. This block of statements gets executed if condition 1, relational expression, returns true. This block of statements gets executed if condition 2, relational expression, returns true. This block of statements gets executed if condition 3, relational expression, returns true. This block of statements gets executed if none of the above conditions returns true. Example 5. Program to print the result of a student. Nested if. When an if statement occurs within another if statement, then it is called nested if. It is used when series of decisions are involved in a program. Nested if is useful to handle complex problems. Syntax. if bracket in condition 1 bracket close, curly braces in, if bracket in condition 2 bracket close, curly braces in, C statements 1 semicolon, curly braces close, else curly braces in, C statements 2 semicolon, curly braces close, curly braces close, else curly braces in, if bracket in condition 3 bracket close, curly braces in, C statements 3 semicolon, curly braces close, else curly braces in, P statements 4 semicolon, curly braces close, curly braces close. Example 6. Program to check conditions using nested control structure. Okay, students, know that now in condition 1 replace the value of 100 with 10 and observe the change. Students, let us learn about switch case control structure. The switch case statement is used when there is a requirement to check multiple conditions in a program. A switch statement allows a variable to be tested for equality against a list of values. Each value is called a case and the variable being switched on is checked for each switch case. If none of the cases matches, the compiler executes the statements written in the default case. If you have a situation where the conditions are checked in a ladder-like fashion and the following conditions are met. Number 1, all conditions are being checked for equality. Number 2, all conditions are checking the value of the same variable. Number 3, all the conditions are comparing that variable to constant values. Then the if ladder can be converted to switch. The switch structure is more readable, at least when you start understanding it. Syntax. Switch bracket in expression bracket close, curly braces in, case 1 colon, curly braces in, C statement semicolon, curly braces close. This block of statement gets executed if the value of the switch expression matches with case 1. Break semicolon, case 2 colon, curly braces in, C statement semicolon, curly braces close. This block of statements gets executed if the value of the switch expression matches with case 2. Break semicolon, default, curly braces in, C statement semicolon, curly braces close, curly braces close. The break statement after the default is optional as it is the last segment of the switch case. Example 7. Program to print the corresponding days of a week. Example 8. The same program could have been written using if. This ladder-like structure can be rewritten using switch because it conforms to all the rules stated above. Number 1. All the if statements are checking for equality. Number 2. All the if statements are checking for the value of the same variable value. Number 3. All the if statements are comparing the variable value with constant 1, 2, 3, etc. Example 9. Program to print the corresponding colors of RGB. Let us understand break statement. The break statement takes program control out of the switch expression. The break statement should be written with every case. If we do not write the break statement at the end of each case, and if one of the cases is true, then the control enters into the next case, and all the statements written in the subsequent cases after the matching case will also get executed. Example 10. Program to print the vowels without using break.